This is the RALENO wireless lavalier microphone. Let's take it out of the box. In the box you get the instruction manual, your transmitter, your receiver, and a bunch of adapter cables. So let me show you the adapter cables here. Before I do that, here's the receiver. First of all, the jack can bend so it can fit your camera. There's also a mount right there, hot shoe mount or tripod mount, however you like. Your power button right there to turn it on, an antenna, and they give you a couple of adapter cables. This has a TRS plug, and they give you two adapter cables. They look identical, but they're not. So right here, this is a phone cable. It's TRRS, and this is the camera cable, TRS. So you can see the difference in the two plugs there, depending on what you're going to be plugging this into. They also give you an adapter right here, USB-C to 3.5 millimeter, so you can plug in like that and into your phone if your phone uses USB-C and does not have a headphone jack as such, or a microphone jack, if you will. This is the charge cable for the receiver. This is USB to micro USB. This piece, the receiver, is rechargeable. The transmitter takes two AA batteries. We'll get back to it in a second. And here is the lavalier microphone with a nice clip on it right there, as you see. And the plug, which will plug into the receiver right here. This protrusion is the microphone. Very easy to operate. You plug in the microphone there. Power switch, you just slide. I have to put batteries in it still. There's a power indicator light. Display over here that'll show the current frequency you're on. You can adjust the frequency up and down using the buttons there, and a convenient belt clip on there. So this is the part you wear and will transmit to the receiver right here, and that's the whole deal. Simple as that. It just pairs right up. You can change channels if you need, if there's interference. This transmits on the UHF frequency band, which is nice because it's not digital. And why is not digital nice? Because there is absolutely zero latency. So when you speak, your audio and your mouth moving will be exactly in sync, and there's no anything that you need to do in your editing program to resynchronize that. So let me get some batteries in this. We'll give it a test. So at a close range test, you see how I have the unit on, the frequency is displayed there, and the receiver is plugged into the camera. The little meter on the camera is certainly moving. So we're going to take this outside and get a better test for it. So far, I must say I'm extraordinarily impressed with the sound quality of this RALENO wireless lavalier. This is by far probably one of the best I've tested. I have some others. They work. They're not bad, but the noise floor on them is through the roof. This stays nice and quiet. The meter on my camera stays all the way at the bottom, and then of course when I speak it goes up. So now we're going to do a range test. Now the range is something that it really depends on what you're going to be doing. I'm going to take a walk down to the white fence over there. That's about 80 feet away or so, 85 feet away. And I'll call out an approximate distance I am from the receiver over here, and we'll see how well it does. Now, if you do experience interference, you can change the channel on it. I don't have any way of knowing that for this test, so we'll just see what I can do, just straight in my backyard with no real obstructions in the way. So I'll take a walk down there, and I'll see if I can talk to you from the white fence over there. So about 10 feet, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, it's about 80 feet or so. And by the white fence, we're somewhere in the neighborhood of 80 feet away. And of course, at this point, my being down here, so far away from the camera, I'm this big. But that's, you know, the whole point. For some reason, range is important, but you're typically not going to be shooting at these kind of distances. So it's sort of a moot point in that, but just see. So now I'm going to walk back about 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and now I'm right back up at the camera. So I must admit that the range test is a little bit unfair, because the part I didn't tell you is this is rated to go 65 feet. While we did have some dropouts, I was more about 80 to 85 feet, so I was certainly exceeding the range, and at those type distances you would expect that. So it certainly performed within spec. It's also entirely possible that if I change the channel on here, I might have not gotten any dropouts, and it may have worked even better. Another thing was I just had this in my pocket. If I had my shirt tucked in and I was using the belt clip on there, perhaps it would have had just that little extra range to get at that. But again, when you're that far away from the camera, you're going to need somebody to man the camera, because otherwise, like I explained, you're going to be this big in the picture. So all around, I think it definitely worked great for what it is. It definitely worked within spec for what it's supposed to do. And again, the sound quality of it, I think, far exceeded any of the other wireless microphones that I've ever tested, and there have been a few in my time. So I definitely recommend this wireless microphone. The sound all around was great. Noise floor very, very low, something I just have not seen in the rest. The battery life for this is about 3 to 4 hours. Again, you do need to have AA batteries, but they're just AA batteries. You can pick them up really just about anywhere in the event you do need some. But typically, if you're going to be carrying this along with your camera gear, you should pack extra batteries for not only your camera, but any accessories you're using, like lights and microphones. All around, an excellent wireless lavalier microphone from RALENO. And with the additional cables here to hook to your phone, if you're going to be using that to record, and even so nice as to include the USB-C to 3.5 millimeter jack right there. Excellent all around. You just get everything you could possibly ever need. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description where you can find the item available for sale on Amazon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.